onto Amazon and order it on Prime Day, you can find them for less than $40 on Amazon Prime Day. That's with free 2-day shipping, okay? So I would get one of those little tablets. They're very durable. They're really great for a cheap tablet. I would grab one of those and I would go onto the Amazon App Store and I would load a free AAC application. The ones on the Amazon App Store are both very simple to use. One of them is free. It's called Let Me Talk. The other one is called Comboards, and I believe Comboards costs about $10 or so, at least here in Canada. So yeah, so very, very cheap. And then, when you order the tablet, order a $10 case with it, slap it on. There you go. And then you download, the app, whether you use the Let Me Talk for free or the Comboards for $10. They're both very good, and they're both very simple to use and easy to learn. There you go. Now you have a fully functional AAC device, a perfectly good, fully functioning AAC device for under $60. You can't beat that. Okay, financially, you cannot beat that. So that's what I would recommend if you really are in a pickle and you really can't afford anything better, you can't afford something better, then I would definitely go with that. That is I would say, the best, super, super, super budget, super, super, super cheap option for, under $60. Okay, that's the best you're going to get for that price point. Yeah, okay. So, now I'm going to switch views and I'm going to show you the AAC app that I use. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. I hope you're all doing okay. So, my name is Brittany and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. I do... Sorry, excuse me, I just gotta get you guys positioned right here. There we go. I do videos every week about books and autism. So if that sounds like something that's interesting to you, welcome. And today is going to be a autism related video, so let's just get into it. So today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about augmentative alternative communication. Side note, we're at my cottage right now. We're going to be here probably until October. It's still going to be pretty warm, so we'll see. But we're going to be here for a while, so I'm pretty excited. We've pretty much got the place to ourselves, my husband and I, and our pups and everybody, so it's great. It's great. I'm having a great time. So I just thought I would just film this quick video because this has been something that's been kind of irking me a little bit. So, augmentative alternative communication. Few things I want to clear up off the bat, okay? So AAC stands for Augmentative and Alternative Communication. And what that is basically it's an alternative form of communication. Some AAC uses pictures to help an individual communicate. You might have seen, if you watch other autism videos, you might have seen pictures like on a board that people use with Velcro on the back. That is a form of AAC. Many, many, many people now have discovered and are using AAC applications on devices such as tablets, phones, what have you, to help themselves or their loved ones communicate. So, yeah, so uh, it's really, some AAC apps are verbally based, so they will have, like, sorry, not verbally based, like text based, while others are picture based. So some AAC applications will have a keyboard where you can type in what you want to say, and then you press the button and it will speak the words. Others have pictures where you swipe and tap the picture that you want and it will speak the word. There are many, many, many different AAC devices. So, some misconceptions that I want to clear up. First off, who can use AAC devices? And the answer is anyone. Truly. Anyone can use AAC. It doesn't matter, your gender, race, color, religion, doesn't matter who you are, what socioeconomic background you're from, whatever. Anyone can learn and use AAC. Anyone, okay? Number 2, AAC is only for people who can't talk. Not true. I use AAC. I use it quite frequently, actually, to help me in situations where I am just either too overwhelmed to talk, or I simply choose not to because talking causes me, in that situation, a lot of anxiety. Okay? So those two things, uh, but I obviously can talk, so it's definitely not just for people who can't talk. It's also for people who maybe get overwhelmed talking in certain situations. Maybe they have a lot of anxiety with regards to talking. Um, maybe AAC is their primary form of communication. Maybe AAC is something that they only use in certain situations. And don't make the mistake of thinking that people who get overwhelmed talking and who talking causes them a lot of anxiety are only going to use AAC in certain situations. That's not true at all, okay? Some of those people will use AAC as their primary form of communication. Some people can't talk. They have a physical reason why they cannot talk, and so that's also people who would use AAC. The reasons behind a person using an AAC device are as varied and individual as the person themselves. Okay? So please don't make assumptions. It's important to know and understand that. Okay, next. AAC is only on, super expensive devices. You have to get a dedicated Dynavox or, other AAC device. Not true. As I was saying, there are many, many, many applications now for AAC so people can use AAC on all different types of devices. There's apps for iOS devices, iPads and iPhones, which I'm sure you've heard of those. Those are very common. A little bit lesser known is the fact that there is now a very large range of AAC applications for Android devices as well. Samsung and other Android devices have access to a lot of a much wider range of AAC applications than what they had access to a few years ago. And they are also very, very good. That's what I use. I'm an Android girl. The Amazon App Store also has a, albeit limited, but it does have a selection of AAC applications that people can use. So there's many different applications across many different types of devices, all the way from, your, little Kindle Fire 7, all the way up to, your iPad Pro, all the way up to your Dynavox. That's across many different types of devices. Almost every major app store pretty much has AAC applications in it that you can download. A lot of these applications are free. You might have heard of Proloquo to Go. That's a very common one. It's also very expensive. There are many ones that are free to download and use, and there are some that are paid apps that have a light version. There are also some that only work online, and there are some that many of them, most of them have offline capabilities, but there are still a few that only work online. And again, do not make the mistake of assuming that, the limited selection in the Amazon App Store only works online. Not true. Or that, the free apps are only going to work online. They're not going to have the offline capability. Again, not true. Okay? So I want to clear that stuff up right now. The next thing is that AAC is only for children or only for those who can't talk. Again, not true. Yes, many people who use AAC are children. Well, it's like the neighbor's dog or something. There we go. I think it's stopped now. Neighbor's dog, I tell ya, there's nothing worse than when you're trying to film a video and the neighbor's dog is barking. It's just... Anyway. Yes. So AAC devices can be used by both children and adults. Like I said, anyone can use them. So please don't make assumptions that, just because a person is an adult or just because they can speak means that they don't need or benefit from the use of an AAC device. Okay? So, next, I'm going to show you guys the AAC device that I use when I am feeling overwhelmed and unable to speak. So I'll show you that in a minute. I just want to talk through a couple of different devices first. So, like I said, the largest selection of AAC apps that you're going to find is on iOS devices. However, Android is catching up very quickly. So if you have an Android device, don't worry. You're still going to have a very large selection of AAC devices available to you. Or devices. I keep saying devices. Apps. Sorry. Apps. AAC apps available to you. So there are many different ones, but if you're concerned about finances, okay, if you're on a tight budget, or maybe you're not sure if AAC would, would work for yourself or your loved one, and you would like to try it out, maybe, to see and find out. Maybe you'd like to see and find out whether or not AAC would be appropriate or would work for yourself or a loved one of yours. Or maybe you know that you want and could benefit from AAC, but you don't have a lot of money to spend. Don't worry, okay? My recommendation would be a Kindle Fire 7 tablet. Okay, everybody, so we're back. So this is my phone, and let's just get into it. So there's my fingerprint sensor. Okay, so this is, hang on, just let me show the volumes turned up. So this is one of the AAC applications that I use. This is on the Amazon App Store. It is free. It's also free on the Google Play Store. Like I said, I'm an Android girl. I don't know much about what's available on iOS. I know there's a lot of AAC apps available on iOS, but a lot of them are paid, and a lot of them are or can be quite expensive. Proloquo To Go is a perfect example. That's a $250 app. Frustrating. So, this app is free on Android and on the Amazon App Store if you want to go the Kindle Fire route, which I suggested. It's called Let Me Talk. So, as you can see, it's a pretty typical looking AAC application. You've got your categories. So, if I go here, general, I. Say, I need help.
I need help.
See, so, now, obviously, the voice is very squeaky. I'm gonna have to adjust that at some point. The lower voices, though, the lower tone voice, lower pitch, really didn't sound much better. It didn't sound like me at all. I prefer ones with, higher quality, voices, but in order to get that, you often have to pay. So this is the free, this is about what you're going to get for free. So, and then you go up here, just delete, you can go back. So, you can see this already has preset categories. Now you can go in and you can change, so I go settings, so you've got language, download additional voices, enable modifications. So as long as you have that checked, you can add, modify, or delete images. So you can go in and you can actually change the images to your own liking. Show words in sentence bar. So this will show the words in the sentence bar up above. You can turn that on or off as you like. You can check to show words below the images if you want. You can check to have it speak the selected word or to not. If you check not, it will still speak the sentence when you hit play. It just won't speak every word as you press it. Large play buttons, so you can make you can have a larger play button. I'll just show you if I uncheck that, and now I go back. Now all of a sudden the play button's not that big thing right there. It's up here now. It's a lot smaller. Just go back into settings. I find that a little bit more difficult for me personally, so I like to keep the large play button on. Auto remove sentence. So you can have it so that, I actually like to have that on. So you can have it so that as soon as it's spoken, as soon as you hit the play button, it'll speak it and then it'll remove the sentence automatically. Go back to start category after selecting an image. I usually have that on too. So as soon as you select an image now and you press it to speak a word, it'll automatically go back to the default screen, the home screen, first screen that you see there. Parental controls, messenger. I send the sentence with a messenger. You can do that. So this app, actually for a free app, has a lot of functionality that you can explore. And then the nice thing is too is that, just go back into settings, is that it's really easy to change things. So like say I took this off, if I wanted it on but I accidentally clicked it off, it's very easy to go back into settings and just put it back on. That's, it's super easy to change things, which is great. So I go, so if I was at a restaurant, I'd go food, I would go, they ask me what I want, I would say, I don't know, some of the stuff in here I have to change, but, for example, let's say I wanted French fries, I would go
fried potatoes,
and then I would, go general, go,
okay,
you know, and then maybe I wanted a drink, so then maybe I would go,
apple juice, fried potatoes, okay, apple juice,
see? So, and I would, some people, like, I would be able to put, I want fried potatoes, I want apple juice, I want, or I need, or, the nice thing too in here is that it has, other categories, like if you're hurt or sick, or it's got, feelings, colors, toys, tools. So tools are things like, computer, tablet, wheelchair, headphones, those kinds of things, fidget toys, that kind of thing. So then I go back, and then we've got, obviously toys. That's what it has for toys. This is the default state of the app. I reset the app to take away all my changes, because I'm trying to show you guys, exactly what the app is going to look like when you first load it on there. Okay, so next I'm going to show you, now this is the app that I use, sorry, neighbors' dogs are playing and they look super cute doing it too. Anyway, so sorry about that, guys. So, this is the app that I use pretty much every day, all the time. This is called Avaz AAC. Now, as you can see, I have it, you do get a free trial, with the full functionality of the app. So you get, usage of the full app. You have to sign up for an account. You subscribe, and then you get usage of the app until, you do have to put in a payment method, but you don't get charged until your free trial ends. So, like, yeah, so as you can see, my free trial ends on the 31st of August. So let's just see that there. So, yeah, so you can see, so I have a couple of different voices downloaded. So if I go to settings, and I can come down here. Oops, sorry. Okay, so this is root screen, so you can choose how many pictures you want on the first screen that you see. So I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to go voice. So right now I have it set to Ivy, US child, because I feel like that sounds most like me. There's Justin for male child. There's Joey, male adult. Sally, female adult. I just don't feel like Sally sounds much like me. I feel like Ivy sounds more like me. So I could go. So I'm here. So I'm in core words. So the nice thing is too is that this has a keyboard. So if I want to, I could go and you see it predicts what you might want to say up here, and then it has your basic yes, no, thank you, how are you. So that can be very useful. You can slide that along, and I'm pretty sure you can customize, what phrases are up there, so it's kind of like a quick deal. But I could go I hit it to go back to the home screen accidentally. But here's the idea. So I go there. I could go I, and then I could go WANT, want. See, and then as soon as I press space, it would, so that I could go the best way. I want the best way, okay? And so then I would go, and then to play it, I just simply tap.
I want the best way.
Yeah, you just tap on the sentence bar. And then if I want to repeat it.
I want the best way.
See? So then that come back with that. And then I can go here, pictures, if I'm really struggling. So this too has categories. It has, buttons.
I made a mistake.
Buttons for I made a mistake. Alert. So that's an alert sound. Then it has buttons for, so if I went to buy now, this just shows you how much this one will cost me. So I can either do $12.99 a month, $129 for a year, or $264 for a lifetime. That's more expensive than Proloquo to Go on iOS, but, and here's the big but, not only is this an Android app, but it also offers these two, like the 1 year and the 1 month subscriptions. Proloquo to Go, and it also offers a free trial. Proloquo to Go does not offer those, and it's also getting more complicated with every update to use it. These, and I know this because I've tried it out on other people's iOS devices. Yeah, no. This is really, really good, especially for an Android app. This is one of the top apps there is for Android. And yes, it is paid, but you do get the free trial, so you can try it out. Don't feel like you have to buy like the most expensive thing right off the bat. Try out a few apps like the Let Me Talk, and just see how they work for you. And then you'll get an idea of kind of what direction you want to go. And maybe that cheap Kindle Fire 7, sorry, it's the neighbor's dog. Maybe that cheap Kindle Fire 7 with, the free Let Me Talk is all you're going to need for a long time. So you might not ever have to buy a super expensive app if you don't want to. The more expensive apps do have higher quality voices. As you can hear, they do offer some other benefits as well. But definitely, if you're, struggling financially and you just want something basic and simple to use, ready to go right out off the bat, I would definitely go with the Kindle Fire 7. And the Let Me Talk app, which I showed you here, because that's the best thing you're going to get for under $60. Like, my phone cost me $250, and my tablet cost me $200. So that's pretty, and that was cheap. So just to give you an idea. And we all know iOS devices are really expensive, or at least they can be. So, not saying Android devices can't be really expensive. They definitely can, but I think you get my point. I personally, I prefer Android. But that's another discussion. That's just personal preference, though. It doesn't mean that iOS devices are bad or anything. It's really just personal preference. They're both good. iOS devices are good, and so are Android devices. And so are the Kindle Fire devices. It really just is a matter of, I've got my screen set to time out way too quickly. It's really just a matter of just personal preference, really. They all have their strengths and weaknesses, so. But anyway, this is the app that I use pretty much every day, just to give you an idea of, what a paid app can look like. So we've got as you can see, we've got our categories. This is not a head-to-head comparison between the Let Me Talk and the Avaz, so don't take it that way. I'm just trying to show off the features of free apps and paid apps, and just to kind of give you guys the information so you guys can make a decision about what's going to work best for you. But definitely, if you're looking for something under $60, the Kindle Fire 7 tablet with a case and the Let Me Talk app is a good option. So, okay, so here I could go, again, I can go food. You can register for the free weekly webinar of how to, start using a vase with your child. No, thank you. I'm not registering for that. But I can go here. I can go snack. I want a snack. I can go things. I can go clothes. So go back. And then if I go back here, this is harder to do with one hand. But then I can go here to my core words. So it's my core words. It, here, mine, up, down. I can go back to home. I can go to quick words. So these are my quick words. So I can go,
I don't understand.
I don't understand. And it doesn't always say exactly what's there either. Like, you can, so when you go into edit, so I can go to add new, so I can do a new picture or many items together or a new category. So I'll go a new category, and I can put the caption. That's what's going to show on the photo. I can put the symbol. That's the photo itself. And then that's the speak as. So that's what the voice is going to say when I click on the photo. And then I can go here, word type. So each word type has a color attached to it. So if I go descriptive, or sorry, not each word type, but like each color has something attached to it. So pink is phrases, green is actions, yellow is people, purple is places, blue is adjectives, brown is short words, gray is time, orange is things. You get the idea. And that just shows in the little color bar up there. So, and I'll go cancel, so you can see it showing in the color bars up above there. So that's really, really great. So then if I tap edit again, that takes me out of edit mode and back to the communication mode. So if I go to, for example, no, I don't want to go to things. I want to go to quick. So you see, so not what I mean. So then if I tap it.
That's not what I mean.
See, that's not what I mean. It just doesn't say not what I mean. It's that's not what I mean. So that's important to understand the difference between the caption and the speak as. The caption is what's said on the picture and what's going to come up here in the sentence bar. But what's actually spoken out of the device is going to be what you put in the speak as thing, unless you don't put anything in there, in which case it will just, I don't really know what it does in that sense, actually. I think it just speaks what the caption is. I'm pretty sure it just speaks what the caption is, but I haven't tried that, so I don't know. So please don't quote me on that. But definitely if you type something in the speak as thing, that's what it's going to do. So I could go here, I could go, here's another example, need a break.
Need a break.
So that one says exactly what it says. Let's try a different one. So I go, I need help.
I am tired. I want to take rest.
I am tired. I want to take a rest. I want to take a rest. Okay, so that helps.
Water, please.
Or water, please. That says exactly.
Please call home.
Please call home. So you can see how these would be very helpful in a lot of given situations. So yeah, so that's basically it. That's the Avaz app. The cool thing about this app, though, too, is one of the features that this offers that is not offered on the free application is that when I go into edit, okay, and I go to add new, and I go to, say I want to add a new picture, symbols. Okay, so here you can see, so it has the camera, so you can actually take a picture on the spot of something that you want to put in. It has the gallery, so you can actually go in and select the photos that you want to put in there. If you already have photos on your device of people or what have you, you can search symbols. So if I go find symbol and I go bread, for example. Okay, so I go bread and then I go search and then it comes up with a symbol and then I can scroll through and pick the symbol that I want. Sorry, I was actually tapping down here even though it didn't look like it. I wasn't actually hitting the arrow there for a minute, so that's why it took so long. My phone is not slow. My phone's great. That was me. So you can see all the different things. Oh, am I not tapping it? But anyway, you can see all the different... There we go. That's why I wasn't actually hitting it properly. Okay, so bread, bread, bread. You can see all the different ones here. So you can pick which symbol best kind of suits you. So that's really good. Okay, so I'm going to go to web now. So if I go to web, it will actually search the web for photos of what I want. So if it can't find a symbol, or if I'm looking for a less cartoony and a more like true to life picture, I can go here. So if I go back and I go there and I go here and I want, let's say I go gold fish, because I like goldfish crackers. I do. I've liked them for a long time. So I go there, and then if I go search, see, so there's goldfish, and there's goldfish. Tap on goldfish, and then it comes up there. So the caption still says bread, so I would have to change it. So I did there, and I'm going to go goldfish, and then I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to go speak as goldfish crackers, goldfish crackers, and then I'm going to go hit this button. Okay, word forms. I'm not going to bother with that. I'm going to go okay. I'm going to go orange, which is going to be things. And I'm going to go, it's a noun, I guess. And there we go. And I'm going to hit
Goldfish crackers.
See? And then I'm going to go orange. Change it to orange for things. I'm going to go save. And then there it is on the home screen. Now I can move this as I go over here, and I can move it into the food category. I think this is how you do it. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure how to move it into that category. Maybe if I go like that, and then I go copy, maybe? Oh, no, that just copied both of them. So actually, if I go in here, okay, there's got to be a way. See, I'm still learning this too, you guys. So I don't really, I'm not 100% at this either. So back, paste. Okay, let's see, did the, yeah, see, so it copied and pasted it. So if I go here, I'll go delete, because I don't want two of those. Delete. Oh, sorry guys, that's my husband. Just give me a minute. It was just my hubby letting me know he's on his way home. Okay, so where was I? Oh yes, we were trying to figure out how to get goldfish into the food folder. So, okay, so that's obviously not working. See guys, like I am like super new at this too, so but yeah, this is the app that I use pretty much every single day, to help me communicate things, especially if I'm having a hard time. So
Goldfish crackers.
See, so, and then that's how then they would know what I would want. And obviously it's got your basic, yes, no, questions, yes or no, when, why, how many, all of those. But the big thing that really is important here is you can go here, you can go, I need help. And this is a really important board here because it helps in an emergency if there's any kind of a problem. This will help to solve that problem. So call 911, I'm in pain, I'm not well, I have a problem.
Please give me my medicines.
Please give me my medicines. So obviously, like, that's really important for independence as well. Okay, guys, so now you've seen both the apps, and I'm just going to switch views again so you guys can see me. So, I'll be back. Talk amongst yourselves. Hey, guys. So, I hope you all enjoyed that little video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I got a little bit of a bug bite here. I'm having a bit of an allergic reaction to it on my chin, so that's what's going on there. And I just decided to change my shirt because I was starting to get cold. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you all next time. Alright guys, bye!